Alright, everybody, this is the part that I've been looking forward to doing, and I'm assuming you, Teo, too.
Mr. Duarte, don't you say that about practically every part?
Not...
I guess let's try to come up with a cheesy commercial line, because every part is a special one.
This time it's different.
Evan, you of all people know how we're all special in our own kind of way.
But isn't the saying that when everyone is super, then nobody is?
That is a bullshit line.
Evan?
No, it's not, Shiroi. You know
Evan? Evan?
Anyway, go ahead, yours.
Evan, lad, have you cast an eye over Leaf Book late? Also, by the way, have you stolen the coffers of everyone who paid their taxes to spend on your golden pool?
No, I'm not heartless. Leaf Book. Well, aside from me peeking at Roland's diary...
How dare you not look at social media?
There's a post on there entitled, "And even ghostlier presents?" That stickered me curiosity something fierce. I need to know where the devil that picture was taken.
Well... Ghostlier? I didn't know you were interested in the paranormal, Baatu.
Oh, are you assuming just because I'm a pirate? I could get two
That's topping, bro.
But a scrap? Not having to. And the swab in the picture looks like a challenge and a half.
Also, it's popular to have the side characters becoming a paranormal hunter.
I guess I have no way for riddles and such like. Could you let your bright young brain with the task of figuring out where the blue blazes the thing was taken?
Just ask God a heart to heart. Oh, that too, yeah. Of course! I'll be happy to help. I can see it now. Baatu's Haunted Mansion. The Nino Kuni spin-off.
With a special hammer on the prize.
Alright, let's see. I think I show first, yeah. Okay.
Oh, we get new Leaf Book comments.
Oh yes, I remember when we hunted down every page of Roland's diary.
Here it is, and even goes to the presents. I heard there was a monster who could speak. Yeah, never mind. I think we already read this when it was first posted. I forgot. Yeah. Mad for monsters.
Whoopsie.
Seems obvious. Anyway, the basic point is, that there seems to be some ghost in this picture, and Baatu apparently has some kind of interest in this particular possible ghost. Why though? Oh well.
Basically,
I'm sure it's nothing.
She has more experience with the subject we're about to see, but basically, for this particular side quest, the game, this particular side quest plot becomes exactly the same as one detailed, for example, in the recent anime products, where level 5 is pushed for the product Dayton and the Yokai Watch. It has similar themes, formulas, and payoffs.
But of course.
But you'll see it better.
Oh, I think that's a no.
No, I said get the hell out. Well, he might not be about to let us by, but he ain't spoiling for the fight either. By the looks of it. What's his game, eh? You got a spell that can help us find out, Evan, lad?
I actually do. Nature's Tongue, yes.
I just might! Let's try casting Nature's Tongue.
I don't want to see that.
Just do not cast accidentally Fireball.
How do you do?
You'll be the mice again.
You burned my father, you asshole!
Oh, Jesus.
Not very well, thanks, Pipsqueak. I was in a great mood when I heard the saddest voice in the world screaming away in the woods there. He was crying about the Birds of Prey movie and how the Sonic movie was doing better.
Oh, that poor soul.
And now
By the time this is public, it's probably May or something. Come on.
Thanks for the soon to be dated joke.
Although to be fair, that trend's probably going to go down in the history books as one of the cringe moments.
Reminder: our timeline is very confusing.
Also, to be fair, by the time this pod gets released, the two movies would have probably been released on DVD or whatever by then.
Well, I'm not gonna. Don't blame me if you come scurrying out with your tails between your legs.
Hey, I never put my tail between my legs.
Was Betamax still a thing by the time the first Sonic game was released?
That was a rhetorical statement.
They were technically still a thing, but they were pretty much running out of views.
Oh, hold on, here we go. Oh, with costumes even for...
I be jiggered. This is
like
it,
I said,
lad.
Well, I had said to you that I was gonna keep the outfits for the remainder of the.
Okay.
I think it is. It's the place on the photograph, which means the monster you're looking for can't be far away, and we'll probably have to fight it and risk our lives for it.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it. What? Hey, you're a gem, lad. A gem, I tell you. Right, let's take the swab out and get a battling, shall we?
I'm just resigned to risking my life against needless knife and limb.
You're usually pretty willing.
Oi, over there! Look, someone's dropped something.
All right, let's see what it is.
It looks like one of the something four.
Fantastic Four.
No. One of the something four.
He's making a time and eternity joke.
I actually forgot about that. Well, it's a good thing. Well, you know what? But at least, like I said in FIFA, it's a good thing. We'll never have to deal with time and eternity again.
Again, guys, remember when
Right.
Time and Eternity was the worst thing we'd ever recorded on?
Yeah, but it's important. It's an egg, actually.
What kind of egg do you think it is?
Your egg?
Excuse me?
Evan.
Evan, do we need to talk?
talking to?
Actually, I'm the adult. Allow to leave it to me. You know, I want the bees and the flowers are a special kind of talk.
I don't know, but there's something moving inside it.
Theo, just do
it's
what
an egg.
Disney's dog did and just blurt it out.
Are you serious? That must mean there's a baby something in there waiting to hatch.
Well, maybe we should just leave it for the mother
Congratulations,
to
Evan.
find.
You are a mother now.
Mama Evan.
Well, technically, he would be the daddy.
No, well, it
Imprinting works in
depends.
mysterious ways.
It depends.
I don't want to
honestly.
know.
Tell that to the Mario Bros cartoon, okay?
Oh, god damn it.
She's got
What
a
did you think
point.
I was referencing?
Besides, wait. What's Tani looking at? Because from our perspective, isn't that
Clever
the
camera
lady?
shot clips. This is what linear turns needed with that fucking fall scene. We don't see the object, but the scene is constructed in a way that it's implied that Evan is holding the egg.
I mean,
She's
for
looking
all
at
I
it.
know, he could be
It's much smaller
This
than
is
she
how-
imagined.
This is how a good
Some-
director. This is how a good director handles his low budget.
He's
middling
actually
budget.
holding a sweet potato.
He directs around the budget.
No parents nearby that I can see. Could be we found ourselves an orphan?
It looks so
Maybe.
small and weak. Maybe a bit longer.
So yeah, we found an orphan egg.
Still, odds are it's an orphan monster. We better off leaving it where we found it.
You mean you're just going to abandon the monster?
It's not even good for an omelette.
It's interesting you say that, Lofty. She agrees with you.
Monster or not, we can't just abandon it. It's not right.
We'll take it properly with us and then we'll let it try and kill us.
Besides, hang on a minute, Tani, you probably killed 50 of them monsters.
You don't think we killed its
It's different when
parents?
it's a baby.
You're from a
Of
tribe,
course,
aren't you?
of course
I
it's
thought
different when it's a
so.
baby.
I thought you eat the babies.
Let's just say that Tanya has a personal stake in this.
Its
not
mother might
being
be
it.
around here somewhere
not-
looking
Gee,
for it.
I wonder.
We need to find her.
Tani, are you projecting onto this unborn child?
What?
Right.
Let's move on from that, shall we?
Well, Evan, it looks like you've gotten yourself into what could be possibly the next episode of Mommy Issues.
Projecting you into the
We
sun.
ain't here on the blessed mummy hunters shit. We're here for a scrap of a tainted friend.
Sorry, we seem to have lost the plot on that one.
You've been losing
Literally.
it. There was one time you lost the plot for like 10 parts. Now cast the thing aside and let's get down to business.
No, this is more important than your stupid monster. No one cares about finding it except you anyway.
I cared about it for the XP.
So yeah, interesting game changer here. We actually see for the first time the party arguing between each other in a much more organic way.
Very interesting.
It's let's just say Tani has a particular strong reason why she wants to do this. We'll find out.
Again, I wonder what it could be.
I'm just a good person.
Totally.
Come on, Evan. Let's find whoever lost this egg.
I'm very, I get conflict, it just depends on how well you do it.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying.
Not to mention with knowing Tani, yeah, she's probably not exactly the easiest daughter to raise.
Willful little so-and-so. She probably doesn't even know I'm not even her father.
What? Tony, wait for me! Also, what was that you said, Baatu?
Shut up.
Tony, it isn't safe out there!
Bracken's gonna follow them just in case.
Decided to do the right thing too, did you, Bracken? Good. Now let's find out who this egg belongs to.
What this egg belongs to. Alright, so basically from this point on, the party will be split in two. Each them going for the two different goals.
Interesting.
And then we'll get Kuni Civil War.
No, don't worry, wait. It doesn't go that well.
Well, alright. But I'm not sure how we're going to figure it out. This place is crawling with monsters.
I can see it now. Who's going to be the if one side is Iron Man, Evan, and the other side is Captain America, Baatu, who's going to be the crappy Zemo villain?
Wouldn't Evan be the Captain America and Baatu be more the Iron Man?
Idealistic and all.
Although, if we're to be honest, if we're going off of who represents the characters, Bracken would probably be the best candidate for being the Iron Man of the bunch. But nonetheless, given the circumstances, it would probably be Evan and Tony's side versus Baatu's side.
And that tainted one from the photograph is around here someplace too. We better not stray too far from the others. We might need some backup.
Wouldn't it be just a coinkydink if it turns out that the child's mother happens to be the tainted monster that we're chasing after?
That would be too simple, Jova. You need.
I was thinking that too, yeah, but not. But like Theo said, yeah, surprisingly no.
Oh, don't be such a scaredy cat. We've got an important mission to be getting on with. Don't worry, little egg. We'll find your mommy.
Excuse me, but I'm the cat here.
Cats don't lay eggs, though.
Yeah, they're mammals.
Maybe the gag.
Humans don't lay eggs.
Well, technically humans do have eggs. It's just those eggs are more internal.
I was more so going for
But they don't lay them.
I was more so going for Evan's saying.
I don't know. Haven't you seen the Super Mario Brothers movie? Apparently humans can lay eggs.
Guys, I was going more for Evan saying that.
Alright then.
We'll teach stupid old Baatu a lesson.
Oh, referring to him by his first name.
Again, like we've established in chapter 2, these two buttheads they're just as stubborn as the other.
Hey, stupid old Baatu is your father.
Debatable.
Yeah, that's my head canon now. Baatu isn't really her father.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting from that.
Oh god. Tony seems to have her heart set on doing this, Bracken. I suppose we better help her out.
Yep, she's got the bit between
her teeth. What the hell does that?
I don't know. That's why I was confused if I was reading that.
I don't know. These are your country's translators. You tell me.
Alright, it's just like before. On to Urban Dictionary.
Oh god.
You'd be surprised how helpful that place is, Shiroi.
Right. Of keeping the egg warm.
Of course I am.
So it's gonna be like Dragon Prince.
It's going to end up imprinting on me, I can already tell.
Hopefully not. That would be awkward.
You can wrap it in the cape, I guess?
Exactly.
Have you got a basket?
Plot twist, it's a Togepi.
Oh.
So let me guess, Evan does... So let me guess. So then Evan does all the work, but then the Togepi ends up liking Tani, of course.
Just give him to Bracken. She's not in the party anyway.
I guess something tells me she's about to be.
Well, stuff it somewhere safe then. I'm sure you'll think of something.
And then Evan ate the egg.
Locked his head.
No. Hey, my head isn't that. Hey, my head isn't that empty.
All right, to start doing something with a determined attitude and a lot of energy. There you go.
There you go. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Though I can't seem to find the origin of it.
Plot twist: the origin is actually from the
He's
Middle
from- yeah.
East.
Level 5 translators are surprisingly very versed in expressions and sayings. Alright, so
makes
for,
sense.
alright, so for this particular OC, I decided to, and the game itself puts Tani in charge of the party, and I keep it that way because it's clear that that's how Hino wants us to play through.
Fascinating.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nino Tani.
Well, in that case, it shouldn't be Nino Kuni 2, Tani's Adventure, or something like that.
Tani, a Nino Kuni story.
Nino Tani sounds a lot better.
He's not wrong.
Tani's Nino Kuni adventure.
Sure.
What about this hedgehound?
Oh, speaking
Yeah,
of devil,
totally.
Dwibs, your talk of Sonic the movie was on point.
That looks like some Sonic OC.
That's Manic from Sonic Underground. It's
Oh,
green.
God.
Mutated, though.
This is how Manic was gonna look like in the third Sonic movie.
It's the gritty, edgy reboot of Sonic Underground.
Oh god,
It
can you
looks
imagine
like
if they
if
ever
Red
brought
Fur-
back those two characters?
It looks like if Red 13 ate Manic, and then they did the fusion dance.
Pretty much.
Alright,
How
calm
can you
down.
do a fusion dance if you just ate them?
Well,
Yeah,
Dwibs,
Jer-
that's exactly why it looks like those spikes are pointing and
You shake
poking out
yourself
of his
around like a smoothie
body.
maker.
It's a hedgehog, as in it's both a dog and a hedgehog.
I
Even
think
though it
it's
has a
trying to
tail
tell
that
us
looks
something.
more like that of a lion.
Evan, maybe you could ask it what it wants?
I want you to go away. I'm trying to sleep.
You don't look like you're trying to sleep.
I was trying to sleep.
He
but you
looks
woke
like
me
he wants to sleep.
All
said
right,
the frog,
let
but
me use
that's
nature's
different.
tongue. Just a moment.
Ah,
Right,
you blinded me.
Alright,
You
Joe,
wouldn't happen
can
to have a
be the
moment,
hedgehog.
would you? Sure, why not?
With the Julia
the
White
hedgehog.
voice.
I don't trust Dwebs with any of these.
Listen to
characters.
you, barking like you were born to it all of a sudden. Arf, arf, arf. A talking human? Hilarious!
Yeah, very funny. What was all the growling just now?
And besides,
Yeah,
I'm only half human.
Yeah, I missed all of that earlier. Could you repeat? Could you start it again?
In English, please.
Wait, yeah, I missed something. Could you start it again? No, don't.
Yeah, fortunately, with Nature's Song, we have a permanent translation filter, so it's a.
Star Trek wishes to have this kind of thing.
Hell, Doctor Who was literally a human, the Time Lord doing it.
It was about getting you to clear off. This is our territory. And if you trespass, we'll have to rough you up.
Makes sense, considering he's part dog. Of course, he's very territorial.
We're not trying to trespass. We're just trying to figure out who the sack belongs to.
But trying only counts so much. You are trespassing.
You.
I thought I could smell something delicious. That thing's got my belly growling.
Okay, I guess we got the answer we wanted. Okay, nothing. I guess.
Yeah, we
we'll
can
move
leave
on
now.
then. That kind of answers our question.
If you don't find out whose it is, give it to me. I'll happily wolf it down. Huff, huff.
Oi, keep your paws off our egg. And if you're not going to help us, get out of our way.
Or we'll strike you
This is
down
their-
for
this is
XP
their
like all
land,
the others.
Tani. Although I don't think she really cares.
Well, that's the thing, Shiro. I don't think Tani is very familiar with the concept of animal territory and how they work.
Or
Remember,
self-preservation.
She lived in the canyon her entire life before this all started.
Wait, if anything, she should be familiar about animal territory considering all the dangerous wildlife that was
Well-
out in that canyon.
Well, that's the thing, Jova. They were all wyverns who are actually rational and thought, so they didn't work exactly like normal animals like this
Well,
one worked.
yeah, but there was other wildlife to contend with in that too, and oh crap!
Well, but that is true, Jova. But at the same time, she didn't have Nature Song spell to allow to familiarize herself with
That
that.
too. Also killed him.
The
Never
egg's
mind.
still in one piece. I know we had to slaughter and kill them all, but the egg is still in one piece. It smells a bit
Being a-
rotten, though.
Let's maybe only ask monsters that can actually lay eggs from now on.
I
Yeah,
agree.
Yeah, I'm with Bracken as well.
So, what are we gonna do about these rotting corpses?
There's also the fact that
just leave him there.
This is why you bring someone with perception biology in your team.
Just leave it there. I mean, they attacked us, so.
there's
why
also
should
the
I-
fact that Tani, being a sky pirate, never really has any studies or informed herself on animal.
I think
behavior.
it also helps Robbie that all the wildlife she has seen mostly were wyverns, and those lay eggs. So
Yeah.
Again, let's not forget all the other dangerous wildlife we faced in that canyon, especially when we were going off to rescue her.
All right.
You know, is it just me, or does it feel like going down just one long
okay, this is
corridor?
actually a better character.
I'll be this one. Sure. Go ahead, Shira. Sorry.
She's moved.
Oh.
Chaffinches must lay eggs. Come on, let's ask this one.
That sounds a bit too much like Evan. Can I try being backup, Tani?
Yeah, I think I'll rather have Dwebs.
Yes, by all means, let's have
Chaffinches must
Teo
lay
do it.
eggs. Come on, let's ask this one.
Sure.
Oi, move out of the way! Well, I tried.
Well, here goes nothing.
Again.
Excuse me, Mr. Chaffinch.
I have a name!
Tweet, a human speaking to me. I suspect foul play.
Kill
Are we gonna have to fight these two?
I want that thing on a stick by the end of the day, please.
It looks delicious. Maybe it's just the cat half of me that thinks that.
Alright. Well, what is it? I'm a busy bird. I don't have time for any aimless twittering.
So be contained in 150 characters, man. Come on.
What?
I'll be here all day.
I don't know why, but I don't like you outside my belly. Maybe we should fix that.
I think they've actually upped the character limit, unfortunately.
But you're right. He doesn't have any time for aimless twittering.
See,
I
see,
mean,
Evan,
he's gonna go far, trust me.
see, Evan, Dekka's influence is already starting to rub on you.
Sweet. An egg, you say? Do I look like the kind of fetterbrain who'd lose an egg?
Yes.
Perhaps whoever laid it thought they'd duck their responsibilities and abandon it. Well, whatever their game is, I don't approve. Oh.
Huh.
Nice to hear.
I guess that's something we can agree on.
It's possible, I guess.
Alright. Well, I'll be sure to tell me if you find the culprit. I'll burn him with my fire wand. Perhaps they're left there for a reason. Who knows? Their nest might have been full of chirping chicks already.
Evan, am I going to get any lines?
Maybe.
No, Lofty, we've talked about this, Lofty. You're mean, so you don't get much lines. Remember that time you were insulting the poor jeweler who wanted to impress the merwoman?
He had
So-
it coming. He
Oh
was
yeah, you were very aggressive.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, Tani's kind of sad about the fact that the mom might have possibly abandoned the egg on purpose.
I smell a connection here, Lofty.
what kind of connection?
Still, there's no harm in looking, is there? Why don't you waddle on through and see what you can find? All right. at
It's
least this guy's
totally
nice,
not
I
a
think.
trap.
Well, actually, it's not. He actually means it. There you go.
I've been thinking, if we can't find who this egg belongs to, maybe we should take it back to Evermore. I'll be happy to raise whatever it turns out to be.
Oh,
what if it
Tani,
grows
our
up-
first
but what if it
child
grows-
together. How heartwarming.
But what if it grows up to be an evil monster that destroys the kingdom?
That's why we have to race and
Then
tame it.
then my parenting skills are terrible.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll gladly put you on trial for bad parenting in the afterlife after they've all been burned to a crisp.
Well,
Oh,
as
come
long
on.
as she doesn't name the child Maleficent, we should be all fine.
How do we know it's a dragon?
Who in the flippin' hell names their child Maleficent?
Somebody who
who's
hates
who's
the
a
world.
horrible, yeah, basically.
Parent.
Well, if all else fails, we can do that. But let's not give up just yet.
Indeed.
Notice how Evan doesn't seem to really object to the idea of him and Tani
Also,
raising a
notice
child
how he
together.
says we instead of just you.
Exactly. My
Exactly.
boy Evan thinking
know.
about the future.
I think it's more so the fact that being the pure-hearted kid that he is, he also wants to help see if he can.
Pedro,
yeah, with the
Pedro.
He's doing the dance the right
Look,
way.
Pedro.
Do his family.
Look, Pedro, he's pure, but he's not Jesus. Come on now.
Sure.
A filthy stinking wyvern.
That's the
That's
parent.
Tani.
That's gonna be the
Tani.
parent, isn't it?
Also, Tani, what has everyone told you about a human?
Remember, remember that Tani doesn't have exactly the best history with wyverns.
That's totally gonna be the parent, isn't it?
Let's see.
Keep guessing, Trevor.
What's the matter, you guys? You asked all the other monsters. Why not this one?
Tani has a bit of a history with wyverns.
It's not a monster that's pleasing to my eyes, so no, I will not. It's always like that.
Tani's very picky.
No, it's remember one
She's
of them
almost-
kidnapped.
She's almost as prickly as my head. Picky as my head.
Sure.
Is there something about wyverns in particular you don't like?
I
A
guess
wyvern
Bracken
killed my
wasn't
mother.
filling with the
Let's-
gaps.
Let's just say there's a long history between sky pirates and wyverns back at Cogquill Canyon. It's kind of a long story, Bracken, but we'll give you the
Cliff Note.
the Cliff Notes version. Yeah.
Knowing the mother went away for some reason and then died on the way home.
You could say that. You see, Tani was kidnapped by them once, and well, Baatu didn't exactly.
Sure.
Didn't exactly need to do anything because Evan and Roland rescued me.
And I really like this.
Yeah.
Like Baatu himself said in chapter 2. It's part for the sake of all the sky pirates. They didn't send an entire thing because it would left the base unprotected, and basically the whole needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, because it would cause severe problems to send all the parts to save Tani. So you have to think of the group, even if you have to sacrifice one daughter to do it. However, that doesn't mean the fact that Tani herself will necessarily. Tani and like Baatu said, Tani understands and but at the same time, she herself kind of secretly wishes it could have been the other way as well, because well, she's only human. Rationality doesn't always win, sadly, because we're human.
But of course.
Sounds like you guys had all kinds of adventures before you even ever made it to Broadleaf.
Bracken, Broadleaf was
You
like
have
when
no
we were at the
idea.
75% completion of our journey.
I forgot. Technically speaking, this could potentially not take place not too long
Oh,
after
hang on.
Bracken joins.
This DLC unlocks in the game after chapter 5 too.
Okay,
hang on.
no, it makes sense, because otherwise it would just like in endgame territory and Bracken hasn't been filled.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. This side quest only comes after chapter 6. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, because Bracken. Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shuri.
Wait, let me guess. He was all set on coming for your rescue, but these guys bit him to it?
No, he's a bloody deadbeat, so we got there.
Again, being the leader of a large group requires making decisions. Sometimes they're gonna be painful to you inside. That's just true for the matters.
Thank
see,
you,
Lofty,
Lofty. We get it.
You see, Lofty, this is why we don't give you any lines. See?
Besides, you weren't even there.
Yeah.
Of course I
He's
was.
screaming
I was
for
Technically,
always,
he is there, just below the screen line.
I was always there. I'm like the more than pub man, like King Free.
Not exactly. It was complicated.
Very good. Seriously, the way she does that finger tenting pose. It's like Shinji's dad from Evangelion.
Bracken's secretly the villain.
Oh, that would be quite well.
I mean, she's dressed like it.
She has a monocle and all.
Yeah.
She's Dr. Claw.
Dr.
without
Claw was a woman all along. You know, that makes sense.
Except without a metal hand, she has a metal leg.
Although her glove does look metallic.
I'm not sure she wants to talk about it, Bracken.
Yeah, considering the way Tani's eyebrows are at the moment, I really don't think she does.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's what we in the Meverse call the sad eyes.
Sure.
Anyway, Wyverns. We could just ignore this one, but it might know something about the egg.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's on its own. What harm could it do?
Unless it's a trap.
At worst, we can still beat the shit out of it.
Then again, we thought the hedgehog was on its own, but then he had a whole bunch of guys with him.
Well, that would be the Dwibs method. Beat the confession out of everybody.
Yeah. Now if you tell me who has the egg, or I swear I'll cook your behind and serve it to the entire kingdom.
Incidentally, that method does not work out well in the Ace Attorney universe.
Sure.
Tani, can I ask you something? Why do you care so much about finding who this egg belongs to?
I wonder.
Have you ever heard the concept of a metaphor, Bracken?
Bracken, have you learned about reading a room?
I think she's going detective mode on us.
The only thing Bracken knows how to read is her books.
Pretty much.
Considering she's the smartest character in the party, I doubt that, Webs.
Is she the smartest character in the party?
Well, Pedro, sometimes smartness doesn't always equate to being able to read every situation.
I know that's right. Trust me. In fact, sometimes the people who are smartest often make that mistake the most.
Sure.
Oh, I don't care that much. It's just I didn't seem right to leave it lying around.
You know, that wyvern seems to be taking its sweet time just standing there while we speak about this, girls.
Well, Evan,
And
if they
Lofty.
attacked us during a cutscene, that wouldn't be fair, would it?
I'm just saying. It's
I can't
amazing that he
believe these
hasn't
people.
moved
They
yet.
want to befriend former enemies left, right, and center, but they don't want to help a baby egg.
Sure.
And well, I'm sort of an orphan too.
Oh snap! Let's call this.
Congratulations, Dwibs. You guessed it. Yes, Baatu is not Tani's real father.
Dwibs, did
she's
you?
adopted.
I swear I did not read the TV tropes page.
Wow.
Or at the very least, I've forgotten it.
Holy cow.
Well,
So I was right.
Dwibs?
So I was right about her
Yay.
losing. So I was right about her losing the mother, but I wasn't expecting also the papa too. Tani.
Wait, so that means Baatu isn't.
You two act so alike, though.
You are not the father.
Dang! Somebody get Jeremy Kyle on this. I mean Jeremy Clark.
The show no longer exists. No, he's not my real dad.
Dang! I honestly thought you two were related with how alike you acted.
Hey, you know what this means, right, Dwibs?
What?
She's female Izzy.
You do realize also that the only way you would learn about this in-game is by doing a side mission. Holy cow!
Well, one of the primary selling points of the DLC, according to the marketing Java, was new quests that delve a bit deeper into the characters' backstories. In this case,
That's pretty
Tani and
heavy.
Baatu.
Anyway, I don't like to see things abandoned. It reminds me of...
Oh, so her parents up and left. Dang. Like, even for pirates, that's cold. Unless her parents weren't pirates and the pirates just took her in.
We'll see.
Let me
Don't
guess,
worry,
we go
don't worry.
back in time, and then we see her parents leave her on Baatu's doorstep. She goes to try and stop her mother, but then she realizes
that's
that
not
it would not
Yoshi's
be right.
Island. Robert.
What? Yoshi's Island did that?
Yes, the
I don't-
3DS game.
I don't recall there being a part
Deals
where
with time
Mario's
travel.
mother, leaves him on the
Sure.
doorstep, though.
Look, we can't let it down, okay?
All right then, if you say so. You were saying, Jovo? Sorry.
Yeah, I don't recall Mario's mother leaving him on the doorstep in that game, though, Tio.
Well, it still deals with time travel and retconning Mario's origin again.
Oh, well, I mean, that I can deal with, but as long as they don't try and retcon it that Mario's parents abandoned him all this time, that would be just silly. Besides, it wouldn't be the first time we've had time travel for Mario plot.
Mario's time machine?
All right, so while this is going on,
partners in
let's
time.
Partners in time.
And
Alright,
now,
so while-
for someone completely different.
Go ahead, Theo.
Hold on, give me a second.
So now it's the Tio, Pedro,
Well,
and Glib show.
Do we go after them? I doubt they'll do anything stupid if Bracken's there.
I'd
Perhaps
be so
not.
sure.
You know, I'm actually an
But
adult, I should
I'm-
probably go with them.
Might I ask why you reacted so badly as to send Tani running off like that? The poor girl only wished to reunite a lost tag with a parent.
It's none of your fucking business.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
We're not all of us perfect, Mr. Clever Clogs. Will you not allow a man an off day? Besides, at least
Yeah,
I have
that-
a fucking personality.
It looks like Baatu also has some kind of personal issue going on.
How come she's so fired up about that egg anyhow?
Beats me, curse her. And right when I was finally on that poor lass's trail and all.
Wait, what if he's trying to hunt down the monster that killed her parents? Wouldn't that be a twist of fate?
Let's see.
That poor lass. I thought we were here looking for a monster.
Wait a minute. Oh my god, Baatu! No, seriously, you did it! Not with a monster!
Oh God, no, Jova, please.
Oh.
Jova, I'm gonna take one of your sayings from our reference to F playthrough. Get your mind out of the gutter. Like, if you lured our king away from the safety of this kingdom on false pretenses, I rather think you would better confess as to what reasons you might have been, don't you? I agree.
So, it's treason then.
Well, you finally have it.
Well,
You finally have an emotion. Truth is, well, I once found a baby on these parts, see?
Oh my god, Tani is actually the daughter of wyverns!
No.
No.
But
She
she's
was
the daughter
raised
of...
by wyverns.
Jonah,
She's a learner of
mind
humans.
got her out.
Oh, come on now. Being raised by monsters, you'd be surprised how many kids are raised by animals these days.
Aye, in the way there amongst her poor departed mother's things. Didn't think the poor lass had needed, see? Her being gone and all, so I took off of it, didn't I?
Including the baby.
And remember, this was back when he was a sky pirate leader who would make people walk the plank and kill them just for trespassing on us. This was before Evan changed his life. So, obviously, he wasn't exactly the kindest person during those days.
Did you please start looking for Shiroi?
I guess
No,
he
no,
planned
no,
for Shiroi to voice out all the
no.
characters here.
And let me guess, it was Tani you found inside, right?
No, I found a baby dragon. Of course it was fucking Tani!
Tani's a baby
Okay.
dragon?
Okay.
No
Baatu,
wonder you're a president. You're so stupid.
Baatu, we're trying to keep this game family friendly, so if you please cut down on the swearing. Anyway.
What about
Well,
Tani's
Just
family?
Snickers.
Maybe the Netflix adaptation is done by the same guy who did the
Don't be
Castlevania
saying
animated
judgment
series.
on me,
Oh,
you
ho,
snooty
ho.
so-and-so. Take like I killed her myself.
True.
You couldn't take a step without tripping over a body in them days. So the time was strife and then some. And a man had no choice but to look out for himself.
Himself.
And what would you
So-
know anyway? You probably never stepped foot outside your bedroom.
Clearly.
We're learning a lot today about our main character.
Anyhow, I may not have gone out looking for a little one, but I went about to leave her on the walls once I found her. No, I took her in and raised her as best as I knew how. They grows up so fast.
It's okay, Baatu. It's okay.
It's not easy being a surrogate father.
I clean forgot about her poor mother till I saw that picture.
So there you go. His previous life and his memories can come back to him, and
And then it all came a flooding back.
Yeah,
The forest, the monsters lurking in the shadows, and that pitiful woman's lifeless eyes staring back at me as I relieved her of all shield.
So yeah, but looks like you regret that a lot.
I think I may have been onto something regarding him hunting down her mother's killer.
Your remorse is the very least you owe.
I knows that, lad. Believe me, I does. I wanted to come back, see. Turned out her little one that turned out not too shabby. But it might help her rest in peace.
That's why he was so interested in that ghostlier presence. So there you
go. Fool I am. First thing I do when I gets here is have an almighty row with the self-same little one she left behind. Damn me eyes.
Well, that's what having a daughter is all about. Raising a daughter is all about. It's part of it.
Well,
then your path is clear. You must make it up to her by aiding in the search of whoever left the egg behind.
Leander's right. Don't beat yourself about it. Fix it.
Actions speak louder than words. I agree. I'm with Roland on this one. When the missing parent is found, all will be forgiven, I am sure.
much obliged.
Nay, he's surely right. Forgive me for being such a burden to you both.
Aww.
I love Redo's reply though. Not at all. I have read much on the practice of parenting, but it is illuminating to see the art and practice.
That must have been awkward living in a society that pretty much
with you, Leander,
you know, that must have been interesting reading books about parenting in a society that outright banned procreation.
You even read books on things you've no business no one curse you.
Yeah, like I said, you lived in a kingdom that pretty much
knowing
outlawed.
What we know later on, maybe he's learning for practice later.
Yeah.
Oh, Neera's pregnant, isn't she?
Not yet, but let's just say Leander has plans for the future.
Oh.
Shotgun wedding and all.
Sweet.
Oh.
You what now?
So they go. This is the first time Leander and Baatu are learning that Roland is his son. Did you say you had a...
Well, this is no time to be standing around chatting. We need to get after Tani and the others.
A lot of open feelings going around here.
Well, I'll be...
We're all gonna be family men by the end of this game, aren't we?
Again, the Fast and Furious way.
well, maybe not Leander, but still.
Alright, so let's catch up with Tani and the others.
I don't know. Leander's kingdom just allowed relationships again. Maybe.
Yeah, but will the species still be? Will there still be enough of the species around to repopulate them by then?
May I remind you, we are evacuating that godforsaken town.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
We already have plenty of mermen and merwomen in our very kingdom living there anyways.
You know, why don't you ask the Aztecs how well that went?
We're gonna be better than them.
Hey, you want a better example? Probably the Red Hawks in Final Fantasy IX. Yes, they have both of their major cities completely destroying, most of the races annihilated. But if you play your cards right, you can still have a later cutscenes that tells you that the species has a hope for repopulating.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can imagine it. Someone made a video game about the Aztec style. That's how it probably end. They're saying, "All right, everyone, let's go to the cities." Black, they all died a year later.
Actually, with the Aztec campaigns for Age of Empires 2 were pretty solid in that regard.
Well, how they all
Interesting.
died in just 1 year.
No, but not really. It still ends in tragedy, of course, in the narration that it's told, but the campaigns make sure that you put up a fight with that.
Alright, and we found them.
Avast! Wyvern ahoy!
Horse of Habit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, go ahead.
Delay there, you scary things, you. Get away from me, girl, before I pull your wings off.
Delay? Okay,
Yeah,
now I
delay,
understood
that
this
means-
one.
Stop. Yes,
Yeah,
stop.
that means
Oh,
stop right
okay.
there.
Hmm?
Sure.
Baatu, wait!
Alright, I'll just stay here and wait then.
Alright then.
Dun, 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 dun.
Excuse me.
Don't interrupt them!
What interrupt them possibly eating me daughter? Don't interrupt them, he says. You come across waivers of lad. They ain't ones for polite conversation.
You'd be surprised, Baatu.
Now who's projecting?
Just watch! My flowing
Also,
cape compels you
convenient wind.
for the dramatic.
You know, yeah, I'm pretty sure because I'm sure capes will always be a safety, shining example of safety.
Right.
Alright, let's do this whole...
What is it, pink skin? It is a scrap you want. You'll have one.
Good one.
Thank you.
We're not here to fight you.
We're here to kill you.
Ah!
That would be interesting if... Well, this... Alright.
We're trying to find out who this egg belongs to. Can you help us?
Looks like that hussies.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I missed that.
I said it looks like that hussies.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
Translator?
Nature Song. Evan, cast Nature Song.
An egg, you say? My egg! It's missing! How could I lose my precious egg?
So it belongs to a wyvern after all? Wow,
What are the chances?
I smell some bullshit here, possibly.
Yes, says the mutated form of Chucky from Rugrats from the looks of it.
Well, Tani,
My
think of it this way.
dearest entrusted it to me when she passed away, and I was stupid enough to mislay it. Curse me!
Well, look at it.
Don't worry, all's well that ends well. Just don't go losing it again, you hear?
Tani, are you quite sure about this?
Yeah, I'm not so keen.
Well, Shira, he is the father. So
Oh, he actually is.
He is, yeah.
Totally is
okay.
the father and
What's
doesn't
the
just
name
want to
of the-
eat the egg.
What is the name of those talk shows? The one that's still going.
My precious. Forgive me, dearest. I will never let it out of my sight again. You have saved the life of my unborn child. This is but a small token of my gratitude, but it will have to suffice.
A wild heart bow. Alright.
It's the best in the business. Farewell.
Alright then.
And we waited till nighttime here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was already sunset by the looks of it, so...
Yeah, it was.
Well, who would have thought we'd ever see the day where I'd end up helping a wyvern?
I can
I
imagine.
can tell it written all over your face that this was a day of irony.
And I can imagine Baatu just standing there with his arms going, fucking wyverns.
That's racist, Baatu.
It's wyvernist.
I am tired of these motherfucking wyverns, of these motherfucking
Canyons.
Kingdom.
yeah, whatever.
You should be proud of yourself, Tani.
Yep, you did good. Mission accomplished.
Nino Canyon.
Is it really all accomplished, though?
What, Lofty?
I want a line, please, just one.
No, that's very bad for you.
I said a line of dialogue.
Sound like you said a light.
So bad a job of breaking up the little mate after all.
Aw. Perhaps you should tell her that, Baatu. It would truly go some way to healing the rift between you.
Who asked you? Oh, you're right.
Right.
According to the books I've been reading... well, go ahead.
I can't very well do that. Something I got soft, curse you. Besides, according to the books I've been reading, geeks don't
You're
get...
a very stubborn man. Anyone ever tell you that?
The last thing you want is your teenage daughter thinking you're going soft on her. That's when she starts asking for things.
Like a poet.
Wait, I nearly forgot. We still haven't found that tainted monster. Well, maybe we don't have to risk life in them for once.
Oh yeah, that...
Tani, Tani, how did you speak about moving your mouth?
Then Evan turns to Tani. It's behind me, isn't it?
She opened her mouth slightly, though. It was just a small little...
She's very good at throwing her voice.
Tani the ventriloquist.
Lofty's the puppet. Oi, boss! We finished what we were doing. Shall we find this stupid monster of yours?
That monster is the one that killed your mother, though.
But, well, she doesn't know that now, does she?
I know. That's why we, the audience, are trying to say it to her, but she can't hear us.
Please listen to her. I'm screaming at the screen, but she won't hear me.
I keep screaming, but God doesn't hear me.
Come on, guys, we have to get that Connect technology that totally works that allows you to communicate with AI within the council.
Well, if you're sure you can fit your old man into your busy schedule.
Oh boy, she very much is a teenage
Baatu,
girl.
I am not one to criticize, but could your tone not perhaps be a touch more conciliatory?
You're not my fucking life coach.
Maybe he's going to get a job as that.
Such a trap, you big word sprouting bookworm. I'll talk to my daughter any way I please.
Father of the year.
He's doing the best he can.
Nothing we've done has brought it running yet. I suppose it must be deeper in the forest somewhere.
Maybe we need some live bait.
I love how in this playthrough I've been voicing two characters with British accents, neither of which are mine. They're both Celtic ones. Well, from different forms of Celtic, Scottish and Welsh.
Well, Dwebs, what is your accent specifically?
Midlands.
London's. Well, do you have Leighton for that?
Well, my accent's Midlands.
I see.
Okay.
Well, there are varying aspects of Midland, but mine is generally that.
So what's the difference between your accent and a Welsh British accent?
The Welsh accent, from what I can tell, from what it sounds like. Well, I can demonstrate it to you now, actually. Remember that chaffinch we chatted with earlier? Well, I did a bit of what you might call a smooth talking and got to share some tasty fruit with me. You can't hunt for eggs on an empty stomach, man.
You know what's funny? I hear Robert Downey Jr. tried to do an accent like that. Apparently, from what I've heard from most...
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah,
and she was
and it's gone.
He ain't better hated it, but he loves the little cute critter, innit? Especially more of a sob story. Well, here he is, my girl. This little sweetie by you's got a right tearjerker for you.
Wow, it's interesting seeing Lofty speaking to somebody who's not Evan in this regard.
Oh, it happens a lot in the throne room conversations that we've had throughout the entire game.
No. What I mean is it's weird in the sense that we're controlling someone else, and Evan isn't the main one going from person to person.
If you want more on Welsh accents, you'd be better off asking Shiri.
Yeah,
Well,
Shiroi, about that. I'll tell you later.
Actually, Jova, if you choose somebody else as your party member, well, actually, no, never mind. Never mind. When you're in the throne room, you can always...
I'm going to assume
Shiri-
that when you're playing as somebody else, it always reverts to you playing as Evan when you enter the throne room.
Yeah, you're right.
Since Shiri is both Welsh and hangs around a lot of people that are Welsh, so she know more.
Basically, Shiroi, from what I hear, Robert Downey Jr. does not do a good Welsh accent. I'm
right,
going
Shiroi.
I've never heard his Welsh accent, actually. I'll have to look at that.
Oh, goody.
I couldn't believe it when you stood up to that wyvern like that.
Whatever, moving on.
Oh, maybe you didn't know. As long as it's still the same day, you can upload anything you've seen and save it to the
Save it for
posterity.
posterity.
Bracken,
Posterity.
now it's not the time for product placement.
She meant to put... This is going to try and save this on a memolith.
I thought you were talking about Leafbook. But either way,
Well, you can upload memoliths to Leafbook, actually.
This isn't the time to be plugging your product.
Bracken informs me that you asked a hedgehound if it might have been the one who lost the egg.
You absolute dolt.
Yeah, pretty much.
They are fond of eggs, certainly, but in rather different.
We noticed.
Back in my world, would have had to go through the movies to see Monster. I ran into them every day. Please end me.
Euphonize
I can think
me,
of one
please.
little guy who'd love to hear a tale or two about the things I've seen. Take my advice. If there's something to share with somebody, share it before it's too late.
Hint, hint. Hint,
Nudge,
hint.
nudge.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, Roland. We
Just
will.
tell the boy you love him already.
Well, he can't right now, can he?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Never
no, I'm
tasted
talking to
the delights of a
Tani.
hedge- You've never tasted the delights of a hedgehog steak, have you, girlie?
Oh, well, in that case, we killed quite a few hedgehounds.
Back before we built the bases down in Cloudcoil Canyon, we died on many a spiny morsel. One of these days I'll teach you how to skin one without losing an eye.
Yeah, how
Great
did
bonding material.
Alright, you did well to track down the eggs right below the... That was fine work, girlie.
There you go. See? You can do it.
Wasn't so hard, wasn't it?
Yes.
Tani
Yes.
warrior, you can do
Oh, yes, it is very good.
anything.
I would have preferred it if I didn't have the talk for the bloody
Oh.
Tani.
for the bloody
We'll
glasses.
go to the Dagobah system.
Go for a more womanly voice, Joe, if you please.
Oh.
What
Okay.
was that?
Tani.
You will go to the Dagobah system.
And train under Master Oliver, as my great ancestor once did. Tani, my darling daughter, come
So,
to
yeah,
the
was it-
light.
So Baatu was right. Ever since it happened, that woman's spirit has been haunting this place.
Don't you see?
Who's there?
Don't worry, Dwez. We will not go to the Dagobah system. That place has been taken.
So is that Return's lab, maybe?
No, you will go to the great savannah and learn the great lies. So don't you see? He lives in you. He
No.
lives in me. Hey, I like that song.
Me
So
too.
do I.
I like the whole movie actually. I know that's heresy, but
Oh
I
yeah,
like Lincoln
wait. Heresy, that is not. People usually regard that as one of the few good Disney sequels. Tani!
Blimey.
Oh my god, she
Who
really
knows
is!
my name?
I was right, she is the daughter of a monster. It happened!
no, Joe, don't worry. It's
Well,
more.
we're
it's not-
hearing a
Jova,
voice,
Jova,
Joe, but we
we-
haven't seen
Unless-
We have no time for your fan fictions. Come on.
Unless this is
Oh,
like,
Tio,
unless this is
like you're
the,
gonna act like that's something that a fantasy RPG wouldn't pull. I have been watching you, Tani.
No, guys, I got it. Maybe this is the nightmare creature from Midnight.
You have grown into a wonderful, kind-hearted, delicious, young woman.
Blimey.
This can't be happening.
Oh, but it is.
I'm clearly crazy. This is all a dream.
And so Tani ended up another island.
Yes.
My darling daughter, How you've grown. Oh, Mother, what big teeth you have.
Wait, are you seriously telling me you're my mother?
Oh, yeah. What was that about fanfiction to you?
Don't worry, Dwebs.
Jova, easy explanation. I know the context, but in this case, easy explanation. The monster is imitating the voice to lure its prey onto it.
Then Tani would have to be
Well,
pretty
also-
freaking stupid to fall for that. I am, but this is not my true form. Ha!
Is this some sort of trick?
Oh, hold on. Let's see where this goes.
Now listen here.
There you are, girlie. Tain't safe to go wandering off on your own, curse you.
True. Sure.
Oh. But boss?
You!
Oh no.
Oh.
What have you done to my daughter? You murdered me! You stole my child! Oh
Excuse
my! Ho ho ho!
That can't be true, right?
Search
Boss,
your feelings. Also, I
Search
don't
your
stare.
feelings,
Jesus.
you'll know it to be true.
Okay, but
Look at that
to...
judgmental
we are-
stare from
we-
heaven.
We already know it isn't. So clearly there's something wrong here.
God, don't tell me we're doing this kind of story.
We're not, Dwebs. Don't worry.
Lips, there's not much left in the quest, Lips. We're clearly not.
You're the wrong end of the stick, lady. You're as dead as a doornail when I chanced upon you.
Exactly.
Oh, wow, that's...
It's like Lips. It's like,
You took
okay,
my
there's a fight.
child! My darling daughter! Give it to me! My Tani! Come to me!
I mean, how are you gonna raise her? You're pushing up daisies.
Basically, Dwebs, what happened is her spirit is possessing that monster.
Fall back, girl. There'll be no reasoning of her like this. I so calm a restless soul by killing her.
You can't kill a spirit. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Yokai can die potentially.
You'd be surprised. There are
so-
quite a few worlds where you can kill a spirit.
Well, not in this one though.
I mean, there was an episode of Yokai Watch that was incredibly fucking unsettling. And...
Oh god.
True, but this is not Yokai Watch.
Okay, Tani, we just have to fight your dead mother who's
No,
possessing
Lips,
this
it's like
beast.
that episode in Chowder where the easy idea that we're going for that kind of conflict, but then Charlie's like, no, he will never pull this off. This episode is too short anyway.
Okay, Tani, do you have what it takes to free your mother's soul and kill the body that she's possessing? Bless this poor creature's...
Why do we keep teleporting here? Oh,
Because Tainted Monster.
And
That was anticlimactic.
It was!
hour of level grinding, Lips.
Well, that's the thing. Though, remember, I've
Yeah, you've been leveling up a lot too.
Huh, no sprite for her mother.
calm your head and listen, will you? I came to say I was sorry.
Wait, does that mean you really
Of course I fucking did.
Jesus.
Roland, what do you make of all this?
I need a drink.
I'd say I agree, but I'm underage.
Can I have one?
No.
Sure, Bracken, you
Only
can have
milk
one
for
too.
you two.
Now listen here.
It's
No,
Tani
curse
speaking
you.
and I'm a pirate. I can drink if I want.
Oh,
I'm sorry I never laid the poor woman to rest. I upped and sweat away to her things and left her lying there like a dog.
maybe you should have buried her.
Oh, excuse me.
If I had known I'd had her child, I'd have at least buried the wretched girl. But I was long out of the woods before I got wise to that, and well, I never got to coming back.
Ooh, you left the body festering out. Yeah, that does tend to leave the spirit rather angry.
Didn't burn it.
I remember now.
You stuck your middle finger up at me as you left.
I escaped the bandits who attacked me, but I was gravely wounded. I lay down, expecting never to rise again. And wouldn't you know, I got a rude awakening from the Force. And as the world grew slowly darker, I saw you. You walked away with my belongings, with my child. After my soul left my body, I pined for my daughter without cease. But I could not move from the place where I had fallen. And then, one day, the monster came.
Extraordinary. Could the dark energies that surrounded tainted monsters really serve to amplify the grief and sadness of a restless soul? And could that soul in turn take possession of a monster?
So you're telling me that every time we go up against a
Silly
tainted
Leander,
monster...
monsters have no soul.
I've never heard of anything quite like it. But that's not to say that it is impossible.
Oh, this would be wonderful for the record books.
You did well to get your little one to safety, miss. There's few that think of others in times of peril, you may later that. But your daughter here is just such a one.
Oh, Tani! My sweet Tani!
It's pronounced Tani.
That's exactly what I said!
Aye, you're supposed to say it properly. Toward that I christened you, girlie. Your name was stitched into the swaddling clothes I found, Jen. I mean, there were other names, but they weren't exactly, appropriate.
Really?
I mean, there was one that said Bram.
Aw, so your mother was one of those ones who liked to stitch your name into your clothes.
Really and truly, your name's a gift from your mother herself. You treasure it all the more for that, won't you know?
I'm learning a lot today about my friends.
I'm learning a lot today about myself.
I'm smiling.
That's because you're here to smile first,
Yes,
Lofty.
Lofty, you are.
I will. Thank you.
My face is stuck like this. Help.
Don't worry, we'll get you the proper plastic surgery someday.
I think the plastic surgery is the problem.
Oh, God.
So this is your final resting place, is it, Mom? Well, I come back, I promise. I'll visit you as often as I can.
About that, sweetie. Well, see, I'm kind of sick of hanging around here.
Yeah, it's like the Ron Howard voice. They never did.
Maybe I visit you rather than you visit me.
It's more convenient.
By the way, I found your dad in the afterlife, too. Thank you, my darling child.
I wonder what he was like, I wonder.
Oh, he was wonderful. Look after her, won't you? If you don't, I'll haunt you.
Are you looking at me?
Yes, I am pointed towards you.
You don't have eyes, but, aye, that I will. Hear that, Tani? Your very old ma's entrusting you to me now. You don't escape me to the day you finally fly the coop.
So don't be a deadbeat. And also, don't be dead weight, honey.
A deadbeat? Who do you think I am?
You need not know. Goodbye for now. Goodbye, Tani.
A whoosh.
Aye.
Goodbye, Mom.
Just gonna check off everyone else. I wasn't the only one who saw that, was I?
Man, these new
yeah,
paranormal
definitely
activity.
not.
Don't
Roland
worry,
is like, man, these new paranormal activity sucks.
Don't worry, Evan. We'll all go to the insane asylum together.
Right. Should we be heading back?
Seriously, you've been standing there for the past 4 days. Not moved one smicking inch.
Oh, sorry. I was in a world of my own for 4 days.
Oh, trust me, we were there all with you.
Seriously, you haven't eaten a drink for 4 days. How are you still alive?
Must be an amazing diet.
Oh, come on.
Evan, can I tell you something?
You can tell me anything.
I love you.
Like
that was lofty with the Tani sock puppets.
Of course!
You might not believe it, but I still have memories.
Ooh, nice.
Imagine how these conversations would go in real life when there's all that time of just standing there saying nothing.
M. Night Shyamalan, did you direct this scene? No, wait,
I
it's
remember
a...
being all on my own and crying. And I remember my father picking me up and holding me in his arms.
No, wait, better yet, that's a world where M. Night Shyamalan is God.
But he already thinks he is.
No, but that's one where it's actually a reality, and that's why humanity speaks
The
with such long
Shyamalan-verse,
pauses.
The Shamaverse.
Well, Lord knows he's gonna need some new ideas after he pretty much ruined his own cinematic universe.
Life is very fragile, and if you're unlucky, it can be very short.
That is true.
Yeah, short like me.
It's okay,
short in a
Lofty.
sense of
You're
time
a
span.
deity, shut up.
Yeah. Short in a sense of time span, cheeseball. Now bend over.
Oh my.
I can't bend over. I've got a spine, man.
True, that's actually true.
Just
Well,
like how,
that's what physical therapy can be for.
Yeah.
But do you have someone who's willing to protect you? Like we protected that egg, or like Baatu protected me, then you have something very precious. You have a chance.
You know, if this is a proposition, it's one of the best ways to propose I've ever seen.
Okay, I think this time you might really get a bit too much into it.
Probably.
Thanks for coming when I asked, to find out whose egg it was. You didn't question me. You just came because you knew I wanted you to.
Wait, you wanted me to? I mean, yes, I knew. I mean, it's kind of in my selfless nature. I'm not Jesus, but I'm trying to be.
No, it's like Professor Oak.
Evan, those who think they're Jesus always say aloud, "I don't think I'm Jesus."
Wait, what?
That's why you're such a great king, and why your kingdom's going to be the happiest place in the world.
Yeah,
True.
there's
Disneyland.
the
the
sometimes
happiest place on earth.
sometimes there's people that are like, I don't think the world revolves around me, even secretly they're like, boy, I can't wait for the world to revolve around me.
Thank you, Tani, but I wouldn't be able to do it on my own. I'll need your help to continue my lineage.
I'm not quite sure it's the right time to be having that conversation.
Well, I literally cannot do it alone, and we're in medieval times. Trust me, by the time of 13, you're considered an adult.
That is one messed up world.
Well,
Medieval times, Dwibs.
Could have been worse. It could have been Henry VI, John d'Arc. Just saying.
Oh, God.
Perhaps you can expect people in medieval ages to have these concepts that we have now. It's just not feasible.
Oh, you've got it. Now let's get going. Last one, there's a rotten egg.
Ha ha! You seriously went there, Tani.
Tani, I was born in a rotten egg.
But that's impossible. A rotten egg is an egg that's dead.
I barely survived. So Tani, you offended me with your microaggressions.
Let me get...
Oh God.
Oh, please.
As Athena Sykes would say, okay, buddy, we're going to look up microaggressions the next time we go out. No, seriously, that's actually a line.
Yeah.
If you see Evan, tell him I'm something and whatever.
Wow, that was a lovely adventure where we learned a lot about the people in our party. Let's go home and write this down in our journal, shall we?
I love this conversation.
Hey, Leafbook isn't a messaging service.
That reminds me, I wish to speak to Evan too.
Hey, am I talking to myself here?
Hi.
I too shall await heaven in Wistwiller Woods.
Wait, what? Why does everyone want to see me?
Believe it or not, that's actually a hint.
Yep, it is.
Oh.
That's actually a hint for something that a new gameplay mechanic that we're gonna get introduced to later in the next part, I think, if I remember correctly.
What business have you there, me cur?
I'm a bard. I go where my soul leads me.
That
And
gives me an
woman.
excuse to be a freeloader.
And just sleep for 14 hours.
Yes.
So, what's the moral of the story we learned here today, folks?
Don't give X to hedge hounds.
And
Yeah,
don't befriend bards.
Yeah.
Sometimes the most unexpected thing is the thing you expect from the first place.
And also, but don't forget the most important: never disrespect eggs.
And also, most importantly, be on the lookout because your dead parent may in fact still be walking around the earth, just in the body of a demonic monster that may have you questioning a lot in your life.
Again, this is one of those things that I love. Again, this is Hino doing what he does best: character-driven storytelling. And Terry, if I remember correctly, you particularly like when he tackles family issues.
Well, again in general, but no, again, what I like the most also about this is that we see the party in a different light, different from the main adventure, you know, where they start even genuinely more arguing with each other, even if it's just for a moment.
Again, this is one of those things. Like for me, while I do understand why some people like you two prefer the story themes of the first game. I personally really like our main cast of this one better. Now, I think did overall flesh out about even more than he did for the characters in the first game.
Admittedly, doesn't this game sort of have the benefit that, for one, we have a bigger party, and secondly, most of our party doesn't have to be, obtained in, sort of a latter half of the game, sort of like how in the first Ni no Kuni game, you didn't exactly get your final party member until after you pretty much completed the cursed Jin part of the game.
That's a good point, Jova. That just shows that this game was overall better structured than the first one.
It definitely has the benefit of, being planned from the get-go.
Well, Ni no Kuni 1 was planned from the get-go.
Well, the Wrath of the White Witch part, that was...
Oh, that! Well, oh yeah, you're talking about because, yeah, sure, true.
Let's not forget, Miko, our party isn't completely full until the White Witch section. Yeah,
that is true, yeah. But no, it, again, this is another one of those reasons why I really, really enjoyed the game a lot. Again, it boils down to the characters for me. It's the characters and the more richer world that really make this game the better one for me. Aside from the fact that the gameplay is infinitely superior, of course. So yeah, fantastic. Shiroi, what are your thoughts on this 1 hour 14 special?
That was really, really good for it was just right for the time they gave it, and it was really nice. And it isn't, I mean, it's not as miserable as Hino's typical takes on family stuff, so I appreciate that.
This one has a happy ending.
Yeah.
Basically, Dwebs, in recent Yokai Watch side episodes can get pretty depressing, so Shiroi is a bit traumatized of sorts with that.
Just let someone be happy, please.
No. Again, it's the strength of Japanese storytelling. You don't even need to have action sequences of any sort. Just have the characters interact, because this is what Japanese writers do best. Just romanticizing the mundane, and this is exactly a great case of that. Anyway, everybody, hope you enjoyed it. So tune in for the next part.
See ya.
See ya.